So hi guys. So in this video, we are going to solve a lead code problem. Lead code number 12299. Replace elements with the greatest element on the right side. So here we are given an array, an integer array, presumably. So what we are going to do is we need to replace every element in the array with the greatest element among the elements to its right. So what does it mean is, let's say we pick 17. So if we pick 17, we need to remove the 17 and consider the elements to its right: 18, 5, 4, 6, and 1. Now what we need to do is we need to find the maximum of these 5 values. It is 18. So what we need to do now is we need to put the 18 in the place of the 17, the value which we started to check for its right. So what we are going to do is we will take the 18 and place it in 18. So how we are going to do this? And also there is a thing that they have given that we need to replace the last element with -1. So why we are putting last element as -1? Since there is no right element to the last element. That's why. So as per the given thing, what we are going to do now is we can get start from the right side itself. So if we move from the right side, we can just assign a max value as -1, and after that we can just move to the starting index 0. Like let's go from 4 3 2 1, and we can just move like that. And what we eventually get is we can just keep track of the maximum value. So let's say I will explain the logic right now. So what happens here is if we put -1 for the last value, and after that we need to check whether -1 is greater than 1. It is not, so 1 is greater. So we will just assign the max as 1, and after that we go to the previous index, which is 6. We can just use decrement over there for finding the previous index, and we will check the max with that value. And since we know we already assigned the value first, right? So the value we are going to, since it is we are not considering the 6 here, right? Since we have mentioned, they have mentioned that we need to take the elements to its right, not including itself. So logically and given the context, it works. So we just assign the value first, and we check whether the maximum value is lesser than the value that is currently present there. So now let's start with the code. So what we are going to need is, let's take a length of the array. So we will use array dot length, and then we will need a max value, which will be -1 at the start, and then we also need a current value, right? Current value. So this eventually keeps track of the values that are getting present over here. I'll just give another declaration for the sake of clarity. Yeah, let's start the loop. We will start from n, since we are going backwards, right? So I will start from n, and I is greater than or equal to 0, and I minus decrement. And now what we're going to do is we would need to do something called swapping. I mean, not swapping. I'm just assigning, because swapping means you need to mutually change the values. We're not doing that right here. So we just put max, no, current equals array of I. We are assigning the current variable with the current value that we are in the iteration on the loop. So next we will assign the, as I said earlier, we are going to assign the highest value to the right side, which is max. And after that, so yeah, max also keeps track of the maximum value it previously encountered, right? We are going from the right, so it actually has the maximum value from its side. So there is nothing to be confused here. So yeah, and after that, we need to check whether this value is greater than. So why we are keeping track of this current variable is to, after assigning the variable uh, with the max value, we would need a variable to hold the previous value which it had the original value, so that we can compare it and find whether the original value was greater than the value that we have took from the previous right side iterations. So yeah, let's check. It's greater than max. We will put max equal to current. And yeah, terminate the loop. And yeah, just return. And I think did everything right. Let's just run this. Oh yeah. So yeah, keep track of the syntax man. Fine. Okay. So here we are getting the error index out of bound. So why that is? Because value given is n. Obviously it doesn't start with n, right? N minus 1 is the value, right? Since it is indexed, right? Not the direct actual length. So it's zero indexed arrays, right, in Java. So yeah. Yeah, this one works. And yeah, this one works. So hope you got the thing that you're looking for. And yeah, I'll be solving this problem in Java languages, like every other problem that I'm going to do. If you want any other language that I need to follow, just drop them in the comments. And yeah, thank you for watching. See you guys in the next video.